Introducing the next big thing in wrestling today, WrestleCrate.com, a monthly pro wrestling based subscription service starting as low as $14.99 a month, with items that include Mattel action figures, Funko Pop, pro wrestling tees, and signed memorabilia by the biggest names in the business today. For more information, on Twitter at WrestleCrates and our official website, www.wrestlecrate.com. What is going on, guys? JD from New York here, and this is part 2 of the number 1 fucking source right here on YouTube.com for everything WWE, man. This is number 86 of Off The Script. Thank you guys so much for watching me here on Saturday morning and spending your Saturday morning with me right here on Off The Script. If you guys missed part 1 of what we did here yesterday, link will be down in the description below and a little exclamation point at the top right corner of your screen, whether you're watching on PC or mobile. We're talking about Daniel Bryan and the future of his WWE career, man. What is in store for Daniel Bryan? What is the WWE doing with Daniel Bryan? Plus my thoughts and opinions behind it, how I would book his return, why I think he is needed on WWE TV, plus so much more. So go check that out, part 1 of Off The Script. If you guys want to follow me all over social media, Twitter, Twitch, Instagram, and Facebook, with the number 1 source being Twitter, man, at JD from NY 206. And if you're new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button. Like I always say each and every weekend, and I don't kid when I say it, we are the number 1 source for everything WWE right here on this very website, okay? So let's get into the news, guys. Let's get right into the news. We have news on John Cena. We're going to start off with John Cena. John Cena, as reported here on Off The Script, is taking a sabbatical, meaning he is taking a long, extended break. And for the reason that he is taking this break is because his brother has a brain tumor. Okay, so this was asked by John Cena several months ago, well before SummerSlam, and John Cena is going to be taking an extended break. So what does that mean for the United States Championship? I will give my opinion on that, but many people have been speculating who John Cena's next opponent for the United States title will be. Based on the events of this week's Monday Night Raw, we may have our answer as to that question. On this morning's installment of the Wrestling Observer radio show, Dave Meltzer speculated that Cena will be defending his title against Dolph Ziggler later this month at Hell in a Cell. This seeds for this match, or the seeds for this match, I should say, may be planted in the closing segment of Raw within the next couple of weeks, as Ziggler tried to help Cena on Monday night as he was being beaten down by the New Day, but ended up tagging him with a superkick instead. And the teases will be coming week after week as we get closer to Hell in a Cell. Part of this future storyline may also come from the season finale of Total Divas, which aired last week on the E! Network. Ziggler and Nikki Bella used to be a couple. And in the final scene of the episode, Ziggler admitted that he still had feelings for Nikki Bella, even though she is now John Cena's girlfriend. Ziggler then tried to kiss Bella as the screen went black with the words, "To be continued." Ziggler has most recently been involved in a storyline with Rusev and Summer Rae, defeating Rusev at Night of Champions. Cena recently defeated Seth Rollins to retain his United States Championship at the WWE live event from Madison Square Garden that aired this past weekend on the WWE Network, okay? So Ziggler looks like he is the next opponent in line for the United States Championship. Now, what does this mean for the U.S. title? Does John Cena win? Does he pass the torch to Dolph Ziggler? I don't know, man. I really don't know. I don't think Ziggler right now deserves anything regarding a title, especially the United States Championship. And the fact that this is being built off of Total Divas really sickens me, man. I really don't want anything regarding the United States Championship, which has been featured and built up so well in 2015. I don't want it tagged with Total Divas. I really don't. All right? John Cena and Dolph Ziggler will put on a great match. I'm sure of that. I just don't want this reality TV bullshit. I don't want anything with Ziggler having to do with Nikki Bella being involved. I don't want any love triangle being involved. If you're going to fight each other, if you're going to get these two guys mixed in with each other, it should be over the title itself, and that is it, okay? As far as Cena's sabbatical goes, he's going to be taking time off. He may not come back until the end of the year, probably the start of 2016 in January, right before the Royal Rumble, okay? His brother has a brain tumor, and he is getting chemotherapy, and he's going through, all that shit to deal with that. I'm sure that is the reason why he is taking time off. On top of that, John Cena has been through hell this year. He deserves a break, okay? He needs to recharge his batteries. He'll come back 100%, and WWE will have their face of the company back at full strength to start the WrestleMania push, okay? That's the most important, all right? But what does this mean for the United States Championship? What does WWE do with the United States Championship? Do they have John Cena, if this is true, battle Dolph Ziggler at Hell in a Cell? It could be Big E. Don't count out Big E with the way WWE is making a New Day look strong. Big E could be the challenger for the United States Championship. John Cena could drop the United States Championship to Big E, and WWE could make New Day even more dominating than they already are right now. Because they're on main event programs. They're in main event programs on Raw, and they're getting a monster push. They're featured on TV heavily every week. This could be another statement that the New Day is one of the more dominating groups in recent memory in WWE if they want to go with Big E versus John Cena and have Big E capture the title. That's one way that they can do it. But why did they give John Cena the title back knowing that he was going to take a sabbatical? Maybe he keeps the title. Maybe he keeps the title and they come out and do something along the lines of real life and say, listen, they have John Cena come out there and say, listen, I'm taking a break. Family is more important. My brother has a brain tumor. He has cancer. So I'm going to go be with him. And I'm going to be off TV for a couple of months. Or John Cena can forfeit the title and we can have, God forbid, a tournament for the United States Championship. Okay? I would love to see that. It would make very, very good television. It would make interesting and intriguing television. All right? The WWE could bring back Daniel Bryan now. WWE can bring back and clear Daniel Bryan now and give him the United States Championship. He won the Intercontinental Championship, and WWE wanted Daniel Bryan to have the Intercontinental Championship and do the same thing right now John Cena is doing with the United States Championship. Maybe the roles can be flipped. Maybe they can be reversed. We got Kevin Owens as the IC champion right now. Maybe Daniel Bryan can come back and challenge. Have an open challenge, and Daniel Bryan comes out on Monday Night Raw and beats John Cena while John Cena goes away for a couple of months, and Daniel Bryan is crowned the new United States champion. That would be great. That would be a great usage of Daniel Bryan. If the WWE wants to be fucking, smart about this and clear him, he is needed on television. That could be a great way to bring him back, That would solve a lot of WWE's problems right now. And Daniel Bryan can easily make that belt fucking respectable, just like John Cena was. Daniel Bryan can carry the torch of the United States Championship while John Cena is out and doing what he has to do. And then John Cena can come back and challenge for the belt, They got a bunch of different ideas that they can go with. I just don't want the United States Championship to be mingled and fucking intertwined in a love triangle. Ziggler, what's with the fucking love triangles, man? It's making him look bad. Because it's shitty story writing. It's shitty storytelling. I don't want to see this shit. So right now, rumored. It could only be two guys, Ziggler or Big E. I don't know what WWE's going to plan to do, but right now, Dave Meltzer thinks it's going to be Dolph Ziggler. I'm going with Big E, but right now, it's up in the air as far as John Cena's United States Championship match goes for Hell in a Cell. I'll keep you guys updated right here on Off the Script, but I do like that Daniel Bryan idea that I just came up with, man. I think that would be a great idea to reintroduce Daniel Bryan if WWE wants to bring him back to television. Have him win the United States Championship. One of the greatest divas in WWE history has the opportunity to continue her legacy and influence a new generation of women in the wrestling industry, according to PW Insider Elite paid subscription, guys. WWE Hall of Famer Lita has transitioned to a new role within WWE as a full-time consultant and liaison for the company. She recently has been backstage at all recent TV and pay-per-view events, becoming involved in different discussions and meetings. It is unknown at this time what her exact role will be with the company. Lita was most recently seen as a judge on the WWE reality series Tough Enough, along with Billy Gunn and The Miz. She is a former 4-time WWE Women's Champion and also inducted into the Hall of Fame in 2014 by her close friend and biggest rival, Trish Stratus. Good luck to Lita. I think that's a great get for WWE. She's one of the greatest female performers of all time in WWE. What she's doing down in NXT with the women, I'm sure she's training them and giving all those women her knowledge and what she learned, and all those young women down there are learning from one of the best. Having Lita in the company for a long time in a backstage role as a liaison, as an agent, as just someone working backstage, her presence would be great enough, man. Just having her back there to make things better for the WWE, man. It's great to surround your people, your roster. It's great to surround your roster with someone with the mind for the business as Lita, someone who has accomplished so much in the business, someone who has been through so much in the business as Lita, man. That's a great get for WWE, and I wish her the best in her new position. Okay, that's a great move by WWE. With the recent success of NXT coupled with the drop in television ratings as of late, the WWE Universe has been left to wonder who is really in control backstage. While Triple H's influence in creative decisions might be taken into consideration, it is being said that Vince McMahon is still the one calling the shots backstage. We can all see that because Monday Night Raw is fucking terrible week after week after week. If Vince McMahon is going to get all fucking cocky and arrogant that, he's the one calling the shots and he's the end-all be-all and not take anyone else's thoughts into consideration, the product will fail. It's not a one-man operation anymore. You got Triple H, who is succeeding down in NXT. He and his decisions can make the product better if you want to include him, man. Vince McMahon cannot be the one and only calling shots backstage. Otherwise, you will get and continue to get everything you're getting right now on Monday Night Raw. PWInsider.com is reporting that McMahon is still very much the man in charge, and that all creative decisions go through him completely. It is also being reported that anytime someone on the creative team brings up a new idea, the response is always, let's see if Vince likes it. It is also being reported that Vince McMahon was responsible for the creative booking decisions behind Saturday's WWE Network live event special for Madison Square Garden. The event, which aired exclusively on the WWE Network, saw the Beast incarnate Brock Lesnar dismantle The Big Show, John Cena retain his United States Championship against World Heavyweight Champion Seth Rollins in a steel cage match, and Intercontinental Champion Kevin Owens defeating Y2J Chris Jericho. McMahon will apparently continue to micromanage the creative team and all aspects of the company as long as the ratings continue to slip. Now, I want to go back and read this. This is the most glaring thing. This is the biggest problem right here. All right? You have 30 fucking writers. 30! And this is what is being said. Anyone in creative, anytime they have an idea, a new idea, the response is always, let's see if Vince likes it. All right? And I don't understand that. McMahon micromanaging. Okay? I understand you're the owner of the company. I understand things go through you. I understand you're the man in charge. And that you want to be the fucking one to say, you know what? Yes or no. But you have 30 writers on the payroll. What do you pay them to do? If someone has an idea, and it's a good idea, and they're all happy with it, let's see if Vince likes it. That's no way to work, man. That's no way to work. Vince is not working with the creative team. If Vince likes an idea, he'll take it and say, fuck you, it doesn't work. And then he'll make the idea. And then he'll bring up something and use something completely different that he thinks is best because he wants to be the one calling the shots. That's not the way you operate, bro. That's really not the way to operate. You have 30 fucking heads. Let them write the fucking show. Who knows what these guys are capable of? You know? I know it's not an easy job, but you have 30 fucking guys back there with 30 different ideas. One of them has to be good. But Vince McMahon says, no, I'm the one calling the shots. He wants to be Mr. High and Mighty, Mr. Cocky, and this is why your show sucks. This is why your ratings are falling. And I I continue to say I want the ratings to fucking plummet to the ones. Because then somebody backstage will say, you know what? We have to fucking right this ship and we have to fucking straighten things out, man. Seriously. USA will get involved. USA Network will fucking step in. What's going on? One ratings. What's going on back here? You know? Vince McMahon cannot be the one to fucking micromanage everything. He can't. Triple H has two guys down in NXT writing. Simple is best. You got a 1 hour show every fucking week, and look at how great it comes off on television. A lot of things go into that, mixed with the crowd ambiance, with the environment of Full Sail University. Those are rabid wrestling fans. Who would have thought? People want to see genuine fucking wrestling. We don't want to see the fucking storyline-driven garbage on Monday Night Raw. We don't want to see divas every fucking week in 6-man tags. We don't want to see fucking promos by half of your fucking roster that don't sound genuine. Raw is in shambles. Raw is in shambles. On top of that, you still have Big Show and Kane main eventing fucking pay-per-views and special events and Monday Night Raw. It is in fucking shambles. If Triple H is your son-in-law and he's married to your daughter, give him some fucking responsibility. If you don't want the creative writers working and coming up with ideas, fire them. You do it with Triple H, Stephanie, and anybody else that you think is a higher up in WWE. Why do you need 30 guys if this is going to be the end result? I don't understand it. I really don't get it. And I hope and I pray every fucking day I come on here that WWE and Vince McMahon shapes up and just gives us quality programming, man. It's not that difficult. Vince McMahon needs to start paying attention to what is going on with NXT. That's what we want. We want simple storylines, one-on-one people who want to be competitive and get in the ring and give us quality wrestling. Storytelling through what they do in the ring. I don't give a fuck about a Rusev marrying fucking Summer Rae. I don't give a shit about Dolph Ziggler buying Summer Rae earrings. I don't give a fuck about 6-man fucking tags with the divas and the fucking bullshit that comes out of their mouth that don't sound genuine. This revolution. I don't give a fuck about Kane coming up through the ring anymore. I just don't. I don't. It is absolutely fucking pathetic. We have to see this each and every week. At least once a week on WWE TV, on NXT, we see what we want. Wrestling. That's what we want. Vince McMahon needs to fucking shape up or just get the fuck away from the creative team, man. Seriously. This kind of shit that I read to you and report pisses me the fuck off. It really does. I can't stand it, and I just will never understand it at all. I hate that. Things gotta change. They gotta change, and fast. Fast. Before Monday Night Raw is no more on the USA Network. It seems as though the Eater of Worlds is human after all. As reported Saturday night by several fans in attendance, Bray Wyatt seemed to have been busted open during his no disqualification match with Roman Reigns during a WWE live event in Maine. According to reports, Wyatt suffered bad cuts to both his hand and head during the match, which required immediate attention. The hand laceration was said to have been caused when Reigns struck Wyatt repeatedly with a kendo stick, while the head injury is still unknown. Wyatt received medical assistance during the match, but ultimately was defeated by Reigns. Wyatt was feuding with Reigns since July, when Wyatt cost Reigns the WWE Money in the Bank ladder match. He is currently scheduled to face off with Reigns inside a Hell in a Cell at the pay-per-view on October 25th from Los Angeles, California. So Bray Wyatt, I think he's all right as of this reporting. But about a week ago, Bray Wyatt was seriously injured with lacerations and bleeding all over the place. But I think he's fine, as we seen on Monday Night Raw. Okay. Mark Henry, his time in the WWE may be winding down. Henry told Philly.com that he's looking to retire after WrestleMania 32. Henry said that Vince McMahon convinced him to sign a contract in 2013, but he will not be signing any more contracts. And I quote, this is from Mark Henry, "I don't know how I let Vince McMahon convince me into signing another contract back in 2013. He did a bit of magic. He's got that magic where you just go in the office and he'll talk to you, and he'll talk you into it. I won't be signing any more contracts. I'm an elder statesman. This is a young guy business, and I'm 100% for it. I love the marketing process. I love the international marketing. I love the talent development. But all those are things I'll work with the company on making sure that our business continues to thrive. But there's a bunch of other stuff that I plan on doing. I'm 100% sure this is my final contract. I'm leaning towards WrestleMania, and I will have a little time after that, but that's going to be it for me. Henry has said in prior interviews that WrestleMania 32 could be his last WrestleMania. So the comments in this interview fall in line with previous statements that I did report right here on Off The Script. I was told that Henry's current WWE deal runs through August or September of 2016. It should be interesting to see if he's granted his preferred opponent for his last match. Henry said that last week he would like to wrestle Daniel Bryan for his retirement match. So Mark Henry, this could be the last year, period, that we see Mark Henry in a WWE ring. Not sure how I would feel about Daniel Bryan wrestling Mark Henry at WrestleMania, but I think Henry should have a nice little send-off if this is indeed his last run with the company and going to be his last WrestleMania. That is Off The Script part 2, guys. I got a lot more coming on part 3. Main story I got right now for part 3 is Dean Ambrose. Is WWE right now going to move Dean Ambrose back to the main event level of their TV programming, man? I got a lot of news on that, with Dean Ambrose possibly being a main event superstar now in the WWE. I also got news on CM Punk. His UFC debut could be suspended for a little bit due to an injury. I got news on that. And also I got news on CM Punk calling out the Susan G. Komen Foundation for breast cancer, calling them a fraud organization. I got all the news on that, plus so much more right here on Off The Script. Thank you guys so much for watching. Question and answer in part 3. If you guys want to get some questions in, you can leave it in the comments section or use the hashtag on my Twitter at JD, or not, at JD from NY206 is my Twitter handle. But if you want to use a question for Off The Script part 3, use the hashtag OTS86, okay? Don't forget the sponsors, guys. If you want to donate to the show, PayPal donations down below as well. Pro Wrestling Tees is also a great way to donate to the show. ProWrestlingTees.com/WWE Off The Script. If you guys want to sub to the channel, hit that subscribe button. Follow me on Twitter at JD from NY206. If you missed yesterday's Off The Script, that's down in the description as well. And Out of Nowhere with Joe Cronin, episode number 2, where we talk about NXT and a bunch of other bullshit. That is all linked down below in the description as well, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys on part 3 for Sunday morning, Off The Script number 86, man. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you then.